Bonjour!
Bonjour everyone,
I'm Marie,
and I am Bertrand.
and we are the founders of My Private Paris.
We're a boutique agency in Paris specialized in private custom tools.
And today we're going to do this new video in the sun.
In the sun, indeed.
Yes, and also in the center of Paris. We're just located here by Hôtel de Ville.
Right there.
Yes. It's the month of February, and a lot of people are thinking of Paris as a romantic city. So what do you think, Bertrand? Is Paris a romantic city?
Well, what else could it be? Yes, indeed, especially on a sunny day like today.
So our goal today is to show you how romantic Paris can be, but maybe also decline some of the clichés. Maybe you saw this TV show called Emily in Paris?
I have to confess, I have.
Very well. Emily in Paris is quite iconic. She's this character coming from America, arriving in Paris, and being quite naive about the city, really.
Well, she is, and she is showing us a postcard Paris, we can say.
Yeah.
Full of clichés, but not always. Sometimes clichés not so far from the truth.
Yeah, so that's the idea today, is to compare what is in Emily in Paris completely cliché, or maybe showing you that it's actually true, that Paris is romantic and very beautiful, and people are very nice.
At least we are.
So now we are in the center, but we're going to go around, we're going to show you all the places where they filmed Emily in Paris. And we hope you're going to enjoy this video, and of course don't hesitate to comment just below. But first thing first, we need a little bit of more style if we want to be like Emily, because she is known for her very unique style.
Aren't we already so stylish?
We are. Today we made quite an effort. We do need the ultimate accessory for Emily, which is the French béret. So we're going to start with this, and maybe showing you around a little bit the vintage clothes, where we can find those very unique pieces of the 70s that she's also wearing quite often. Yeah?
Allez.
Let's do that. Hello.
Marie, do you see anyone wearing a beret?
Not yet, Bertrand, but I'm sure we will at one point. And if no one is, I will. This neighborhood is known as the surroundings of Hôtel de Ville, but it's also the gay neighborhood. So as you can see, it's quite colorful on the floor, but also on the boutiques.
Marie is looking for the perfect chapeau store, hat store, where she may find the beret. Pink?
Why not? I found this! Okay, let's give it a try. Take one. Like this, or take two, like this. Two ways for the beret. Okay, let's go.
Marie, I think you have found the perfect beret.
Thank you very much. But what is the beret, Bertrand? Because I think it's coming from your region, isn't it?
It is exactly right on spot. The beret, with a T at the end, but we don't pronounce it, was originally a hat for shepherds.
Okay.
It's made of wool. It was a way for the shepherd to keep their head dry and hot in the cold winter months. So it's mostly a men hat.
Oh, okay.
And it's only throughout the 1900s that women started to wear the beret on the side, throughout the back. But nowadays, we would see more girls wearing beret than old men.
But in the Pays Basque, so where you're from, people are still wearing it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, but it's especially your granddad's hat.
And
Or
only red, no? Isn't it?
usually black.
Black, okay.
Usually black, but on ceremonies or on parades, etc. Then it will be with the colors either of your town, of your village, or the team you support, etc. So it can be red, it can be green, but the most traditional one will be a black beret.
I see. Thank you.
And you wear it more as a cap.
So like this?
Exactly this way.
Like a cap?
You see it's panting a little bit down the side, so if it rains up, you don't get the rain in your eyes.
Okay, it's another way of wearing it.
But it's not as stylish as the previous one.
It's not as Parisian. It's not that Emily in Paris. So let's change that. The best boutique to be found in Le Marais. Here you see it's written vintage, and it's really just a mix of retro but also more modern clothes. So it's called a kilo shop, and it's a place where you can get all your clothes just by weighing them.
Marie,
Yes?
I think we're as colorful as the Olympic rings.
Ta-da! Yes, that's the whole point of fashion for Emily in Paris. To have at least 3 or 4 colors.
The more the merrier.
Yeah, so if she can, she's usually using all of them. And yeah, I have almost all the colors on me. And yeah.
I'm afraid I'm more conventional. I just wear the French colors.
But it's fine, you know, we were very stylish. So yeah, what's happening here in 2024? Maybe, you know, you can
It's
tell us
next
more?
year. We keep saying 2024, but it's next year already. We will host the Olympics 100 years after the last time we hosted the Olympics in this city of Paris.
Wow. And are you planning to be there during the Olympics?
I wish I can get some tickets, but it's pretty hard. And I want to be here, see the city getting very excited. I guess it will be a mess though.
Let us know in comment if you're interested in just seeing one of the games and coming into Paris in 2024. And if so, maybe we can help you planning your trip. So welcome in the Samaritaine, this new place for fashion and trend in Paris. That was in the show. I don't know if you guys remember. Do you remember?
I do. I watched the show.
Okay. So here in La Samaritaine, the structure is absolutely delightful. You also have a lot of different boutiques here, the different styles. They also made now an hotel, a 5-star palace called the Cheval Blanc. This is like this new place to go visit. I want to go there, obviously. At one point I will have to go. But yeah, so can you tell us more about the building, Bertrand, maybe?
Yes, well, actually, it's new, but it's old at the same time.
Okay.
It's one of the most ancient department store in Paris, called La Samaritaine, opened in the late 1800s. And actually, the structure that we still see today, they have been able to preserve it, was designed by Gustave Eiffel and his atelier. So it's the same as the Eiffel Tower, of course.
Okay.
It closed back in 2005 and just reopened. So for nearly 20 years, we were all wondering what's going to happen in the Samaritaine. And they've done a pretty beautiful job.
Okay. So this style reminds us of the Eiffel Tower. You can see that it's iron and you have all those little dots. Those are the rivets that are holding the structure together. This place, it's absolutely amazing, it's beautiful.
Yes.
But the Parisians are not really coming here. This is probably the biggest cliche in Emily in Paris, is to say this place is crowded and everyone wants to go here and all the Parisians are coming to have, you know, a little time here. But in reality, most of the time it's empty. It's a beautiful, empty jewelry box.
It looks like it anyway. Yes, that's true. But it feels great to be not surrounded by too many people.
You could say that, or maybe it's not working as well as they wanted to.
Yes, it's not the huge success that was anticipated.
Maybe it will. Maybe it will be, but for now, yeah. One of the biggest cliches about Paris is that it's so romantic.
Except that is not a cliche. It is true. I mean, look at it.
Well, okay, we are on a bridge on this beautiful bench.
In the sun.
In the sun, there is the Seine River. There is a boat that just passed, and I think it's a wedding boat.
It is.
And there is a
What
guy.
can I do?
There is a guy playing Spanish guitar just right there for us for free in the street. So I think we can say that it's the perfect condition to fall in love with the city or with someone else. So yeah, maybe
Like
it's
who?
true. Maybe like this person here.
Excuse
Or
me,
maybe-
madame.
Bertrand, I think this is romantic.
It is definitely romantic. And I think we found Emily's sister. She's just taken a couple of photos.
This is one of the locations where they filmed Emily in Paris.
You don't tell me, right?
Yes, it's called the Flore en Lille, and it's
Okay.
a cafe that is facing Notre Dame. We are on Ile Saint-Louis. That's why it's Le Flore en Lille.
Ooh, the flower on the island?
Exactly. And so in the Seine that they filmed here, she is just in one of those tables here in front of us, and there is her colleague Luc that is visiting
I
her.
remember it now. Look!
Bertrand, can you fake the French accent?
Me? I cannot. It is impossible, Marie. How can you ask me to do something so terrible? It's actually more difficult to speak with such a fake French accent.
It is a little bit. One of the other cliches that we have in Paris is that music is everywhere. Usually
That's
accordion.
not a cliche. It is true.
It is true in some places, like here where we are, it's almost true every day.
Passerelle Saint-Louis, the little bridge connecting Notre Dame to the St. Louis Island.
Exactly. So this is the spot if you want to feel like a movie star with a little soundtrack on your behind. We're on Place de Valois. This is the office of Emily, just right here. This door, the number 6. And so this is really where they shot all the seasons.
We are in the restaurant in front of Emily's office where she goes for lunch with her colleagues.
Yes, exactly. This is the bistro that is on Place de Valois. And just behind us, this is where they shot for Savoir, the office of Emily. So this is a great spot for lunch. So we decided to try to see if it's good enough for us.
And I have to say, this is a place I've been going to for lunch way before the show started, because we're just across from the Louvre. It's a great place after a tour of the Louvre to come here for a nice lunch.
Okay, so you know already the place.
Yes, I knew it before.
I've never been.
I gave the tip to the crew filming.
I see.
You're welcome.
So one of the cliches that is one of the cliches that is in the series is that they go very often to the restaurants, especially at lunch, and they take a long break, like an hour and a half. Is it true?
It's a very, very, very big cliche because we stay normally for 2 to 3 hours. We don't like fast food.
Well, it's true that French people and and Parisians, we go out a lot, we go for lunch, we enjoy terraces, and we take a long break, that's for sure.
It's true, but I mean, lunch is usually part of your work.
That's the thing, yeah, it's true, and that's what they do as well. Like they are talking about work, doing lunch, and that's a very important social moment.
And it's a meeting. It's a moment where they're all focusing on one specific topic. It's like a strategic consulting or a daily meeting with your team.
And that's what we do today, right? I mean, this is work for us.
But we're not eating.
Not yet. We will order though, and I will give you some ideas of how to read this menu and how to understand what is on it. Let's do that. So this is the menu. We do have some entrées. And one of the classic entrées is the egg with mayonnaise. So this is œuf that you're looking here. We also have quite often some planches to share. So that's what they say, à partager, that's mean to share. So this planche mixed, for example, is typical of French delish. It's cheese and a deli cold meat. And as for dessert, the one that you will find pretty often is la crème brûlée with vanilla, and also the chocolate mi-cuit, which means half cooked, so it will be served a little bit like melting. It's more like a lava cake. Enjoy! So now we are approaching the Palais Royal.
Oui, le Palais Royal.
And Le Palais Royal, so it's located not far from the Louvre, so we're really in the center of Paris, right by Place de Valois, where Emily is working. And as you can see, it's a beautiful decor, but it's a bit weird. Can you tell us more about it, Bertrand?
Well, we're in a former courtyard, which has been transformed into some kind of a playground with these columns of all size, and they all wear stripes. Like a sailor's shirt, a little bit. Don't you agree?
Yeah, it does look also like some poker,
Pocket
chips.
You're right.
I see there is a bride right here, so I suppose that they're making a photo shoot, which is pretty common in the Palais Royal. A lot of people are coming here to make their photo shoot. Probably because the buildings are beautiful, but also because this original, scenery is it's good for imagination. Like you say, it's a playground.
Yeah, you can play with the columns, you can hide, you can jump on them. You have the Parisian architecture. Also, there's no car. And
you're right.
There's always a little bit of people, yet we are right next to the Louvre, so it could be super crowded, but it's not that famous at all.
So it's kind of the hidden gems we like at My Private Paris. We like to show you some places that are still not too crowded, but maybe one day. So for now it's all good. So as you can see all around us, those columns. And if you walk a little bit more, we're gonna get to
the garden, le jardin du Palais Royal. Well, we're in an area that was developed under the Cardinal Richelieu. Cardinal Richelieu is the bad guy in the Three Musketeers, remember?
Yes.
And it was eventually donated to the royal family. Well, that's why it's called the Palais Royal. And this is here. The King Louis XIV, for instance, was raised as a child. He gave this to his brother, and that stayed in the distant royal family, let's say, all the way till the French Revolution.
And so
now it's
right
full of...
now, what do we have in the buildings?
Right now, we have public offices here. We have something quite close to the Supreme Court in the French way. It's called the Conseil Constitutionnel. We have the Ministry for Culture. We have La Comédie Française, which is the national theatre. And a lot of private homes. People do live here.
Wow.
On the ground floor, we have very nice shops, some restaurants, including the oldest restaurants in Paris. But above, it's private apartments with a great view to the city center.
So if we continue, we are reaching the park. Some people think that Palais Royal is the name of just a building or eventually those columns. They don't they don't go all the way here, but it's one of the more quiet spots in the neighborhood, I would say.
Yeah, and a very cute garden.
Very cute garden, and there is not, like we said before, not a lot of people knows about it.
What a day.
It's nice, isn't it? Now we are in Palais Royal. Palais Royal is the place where Emily is coming for lunch. It's also the place where she is meeting her friend Mindy. First time, they're meeting here. It is true that it's a place where people have lunch. And Bertrand, we do have a story to tell.
Exactly. When we started to work together, we were a couple of streets away, and this is where we were taking our lunch most of the days.
It is true. When I saw the Emily episode where she's having lunch here, I was like, oh, but I did that too when I was working with Bertrand so long ago.
It's based on our life. I mean, they took
Voilà,
le Café Valois, they took it from us.
The Latin Quarter, I used to live there.
And at some point in
sense.
season 3, they suspect Emily to become a tour guide.
Right. Okay, so maybe it is more than what we think.
These are not coincidences.
But yeah, okay, cliché or not cliché, having a sandwich in Palais Royal or hanging out with friends in Palais Royal.
Not a cliché.
Not a cliché?
If you do work in the area.
Okay.
There are lots of locals coming here for a little lunch in the sun. We're filming this in February, so there are not so many flowers, but you can tell that there will be more and more by the day. Marie, I have to say thank you very much for taking me on the footsteps of Emily in Paris.
Well, you knew already all those places because those are iconic Parisian places to go.
Yes, but I did not connect them all together like this.
But anyway, thank you very much, guys, for watching this video. You can follow us. You can just continue watching other videos on our channel, and we're happy to.
There will be more.
Yes,
there will be more.
One very soon. Let you know.
Au revoir.
Okay, bye, guys.